A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw, Goff. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Goff. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's Pierce on the counter, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And Stroud now to throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And
that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
In motion goes the tight end. Goff now looks to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Stroud. Texans pressure. He's brought down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mills. And that's caught inside the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Pierce is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need 1 more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
They'll run for it with Pierce. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that too.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Play action. It's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Down at the 25.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they'll get this down to the 10. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Gone. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very Contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time a 6-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. For the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. Got his man, Dell. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They go again with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Mills. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Quick throw to Collins. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Going for it with Pierce. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills, the quick slant caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 9-play drive, and it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, Mills. That is caught by Dell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Mills on the bootleg. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans are once again back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. Across midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And with that last run, that's going to move him over 1,000 yards rushing now for the year. So a nice milestone to hit in what has been an exceptional season on the ground. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Goff. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw, Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Derek Barnett in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Badgley able to knock this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Houston set to take over. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Mills looking to throw it. He gets this complete to Diggs. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Lions will take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And a short pickup to about the 25. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's a 2nd and 7. Goff now to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Measures say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Texans offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. First and 10, it's Pierce. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
This is 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Houston, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.